I am Taha Emir İzgeç. I'm a mechanical engineering student. This video is about the experiment I did for Physics 102. The name of the experiment is Whitsun Bridge. For Whitsun Bridge, the materials I used are power supply, cable set, galvanometer, breadboard, potentiometer, two resistors of known value and one resistors of unknown value, a multimeter and slide rheostat. These are my equipments. I did the experiment in two different forms, in two different ways. At first, I set up my circuit on the breadboard and made a preliminary impression of how the circuit would work. I used a 5-volt power supply and I used potentiometer instead of a slide rheostat. And as you see, this is the schematic of Whitsun bridge. We have two resistors in series and two more resistors in parallel. If we don't know the value of one of the resistors, we can adjust our rheostat until the galvanometer reaches 0. Then we can find the value of our resistors using the equation we see here. As a result, we are doing simple proportion and proportioning the resistors in series. In this video, you see my actual circuit. I repeated the experiment 3 times with different resistors. Even a little play with the slider of my rheostat changed the value of my galvanometer drastically. I need to make galvanometer 0 to do the mathematical calculation. When the galvanometer is 0, I measure the value of the rheostat and the values are very close to mathematical calculations. In the video, it's also seen how the resistors and cables I use in the circuit are connected. Although it's a complex circuit, it works stably. These are the values written under my resistors, but there were a small difference when I measured them. I also stated this in the conclusion section of my report. And this is my circuit from a white angel, as you see. And as you can see here, the actual value is 152 and 150 is mathematical calculations. There is a very little difference here. Here 270 and 100 ohms should come out, while 267 and 102 come out with small errors. And result is here. In circuit where we do not know the value of single resistors, we can find the value of the resistors by proportion calculations. This experiment was done to prove that this is true. Experiments with 3 different sets of resistors were successful. The values with both the breadboard and sliding rheostat were consistent, and errors and other values are also in the table, as you see. This is the experimental and theoretical results of the experiment.